Okay, in this video, excuse me, let's combine GOALSEEK with our knowledge of financial functions to solve two interesting problems. So if you studied our videos on financial functions, it's okay if you didn't. We used the rate function to try and figure out if you're borrowing $80,000 and you're going to have 120 monthly payments of $1,000 per month, what is the rate? Well, we can solve that problem basically using GOALSEEK. So it's 10 years, okay? Annual rate, let's just guess. We don't know. That's fine. And we're borrowing 80,000. So with a rate of 5%, what would the monthly payment be? Probably not 1,000. But we could use GOALSEEK to change the annual rate so the monthly payment is 1,000. So we use PMT function, put a minus sign to make it positive. Take the annual rate divided by 12. Take the number of years times 12. The present value of the loan was this 80,000. There's no end of the period payment, and then no payment at the end of the 10 years, and then it's end of the month payments. Okay, so there we'd be paying $848. So we want to know what is that? K13 have to be. So K15 equals 1,000. Now we did this again with the rate function in a previous video. We'll see we get exactly the same answer. So what does the yellow have to be so the red is 1,000? So we go data, what if analysis, GOALSEEK. I want to set this to 1,000. And I want to change our friendly rate. Okay, so I get 8.6% per year. Now, if I divide that by 12, we'll get the monthly rate that we got in the previous video. See, 0.00724, and those are basically the same thing. Okay, so that works out well. Okay, now let's go back to another finance example we looked at previously. These two investments. Which one is better based on present value? Well, if you just add up cash flows, investment one is better. Okay, investment two is better if you add up cash flows. So for a low discount rate, a zero discount rate means it's just adding up cash flows because time value of money doesn't matter. For low rate, investment two is better. But remember, when I used a rate of 20%, let's say for investment one, and if I copy that down, I get the present value of investment 2. And I get minus 23%. So at a high rate, investment 1 is better. In other words, 20% discount rate, investment 1 is better. Okay, so the natural question is, at what discount rate do the two investments have the same present value? Okay, so we have to be tricky here. We take the NPV for the first investment minus the second investment. And we want to set that to 0. So we need to have a rate there. So in other words, see what mistake I made here is I just put a 0.2 in there. Okay, but that's actually, I'm glad I made that mistake. Let's have a trial rate. Let's make it a 0.2. And see, the GOALSEEK would not work unless we had both these feeding off an input cell. I've had plenty of people make that mistake on a test, and I made it myself. Okay. So I mean, we get the same answer here, but the point is, if we change the discount rate, these two numbers will change. So the difference between the NPVs is this. So investment one is better. So we want to change I-25, so E32 equals 0. And it's got to be somewhere between 0 and 20% to pass sort of the smell test. Okay, so we're ready to use GOALSEEK here. So we do what if analysis, GOALSEEK. We want to set the difference of the NPVs to 0. difference of the NPVs to 0 by changing the rate. And I think we get around 13%. Excel keeps changing that number where the 0.2 is until the difference of the NPVs is 0. 13.4%. 13.4% discount rate. Both projects have the same NPV. So if the discount rate, let's say call it R, is less than 13.4%, investment 2 is better. If the discount rate is greater than 13.4%, investment 1 is better. See, why that's important is we don't have to exactly know the discount rate to choose between the projects. We just have to sort of say, is it less than 13.4% or greater than 13.4%? And we know 13.4% is where the decision between the projects would change, and we had to pick one or the other. Okay, that concludes our current discussion of GOALSEEK. We may come back to it in some future videos. But next up is Scenario Manager, another sensitivity analysis tool. Not as good as it could be, but it has some nice features. So we'll see you with Scenario Manager shortly.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and there's a free course, a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, and all of these videos are coming from one of 3 books. So first, this one, which you can see here at the top of the screen, Microsoft's book, which has 355 reviews, and then it's, let's see, 4.6 stars. It's coming from this book as well, his marketing analytics book, which is down here, and you can sort of see 4.5, or his newest book, his analytics stories book, which is here. And with that one, you can see it's 4 point something, or maybe even 5. I don't think it's 5. Yeah, 4.8. And so, yeah, anyways, in the description, there's a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, or you can go to excelwithwayne.com/free, and it'll be there. But again, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just please let us know. Thanks.